Guys, it's Sarah, and today I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys some of the books that are getting the strongest reactions from you. When I haul books, I get a lot of comments about what I'm hauling, if I should read them or not, what you guys thought about them. And the idea for this stemmed from a book haul revisit that I just posted for the month of August, where I hauled a book, and then in the comments, almost every single comment was about this book and how good it is and how I need to read it very soon and how surprised you were that you loved it so much. And that book is Memoirs of a Geisha. I hauled this last August, and when I showed that on my August book haul revisit just recently, everyone, like all of you guys were like, this book is so good, you need to read it. It was almost overwhelming how many comments I got about this book in particular. So that got me thinking, well, what have I hauled this year that is getting the most reactions from you guys similar to this? So what I did was I went through and I watched all of my book hauls for the 2019, and I wrote down the one, sometimes two books each month that got the most comments or the most reactions from you, and I'm going to show you what those are. Okay, so for the month of January, the book that got the most reactions from you is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This is a book that I have read and I absolutely loved. I gave it 5 stars. And there was a lot of really positive feedback for this one, or it was feedback where you also got the book and you wanted to read it as well. This was a book of the month for the month of January, so a lot of you guys were getting it in your book of the month subscriptions and wanted to read it too. For the month of February, hands down, it was Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, because I hauled this and so many of you were so excited that I was buying it. I am currently reading it. I'm almost halfway through. I'm currently reading it. It's getting done, and I do plan to have it done by the end of August. So this should be done very soon. But when I hauled this, a lot of you guys were very happy because I had previously said I didn't think I would ever read this book. But then I watched the show and all of that changed. For the month of March, the one that got the most comments was Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, which I have not read yet. It is ginormous. This was sent to me by a very sweet subscriber. But I don't think I'm going to sit on this too long because I've heard really, really great things about it. I'm definitely in a dragon mood right now because I just finished watching Game of Thrones. I'm currently reading the first book, obviously, and I'm going to want some more of that for sure when I'm done with Game of Thrones. I need to finish that one first. But then I think I might be diving into this one. I'm thinking this fall is probably going to be happening. And yeah, I'm very much in a dragon mood right now. And for the month of April, there were 2 that got a lot of comments. The first one was 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. Now, this is a UK paperback that I have here, and I believe it's currently being released in the US. And it's kind of all over the place right now. A lot of people are talking about this book. A lot of people have read it and really, really liked it. I'm excited to read this one. This follows a case that involves a serial killer, and they are doing a trial. However, the person who's on trial for it is not the serial killer. The serial killer is actually in the jury. So I am so intrigued by that, and I'm definitely excited to get to this one. Second one that got a lot of comments in the month of April is The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. This was recently turned into a TV series as well, which I'm excited to watch and see what I think about that. But I obviously want to read the book first, but I hauled this one from Book Outlet, and a lot of you guys were talking about how you either really, really loved it or you're really interested in reading it as well. I was kind of surprised this got as much attention as it did. I thought it was kind of a lesser known type thing, but a lot of you guys were excited about it. The month of May, the one that got the most reactions was A Gentleman in Moscow, and this is by Amor Towles. A lot of positive feedback about this one and about this author in general as well. So definitely one that I want to get to at some point, just not sure when it's going to happen. But I did pick this up at Eve's Bookstore, and I was happy to do that because I've heard very, very good things about it. And in June, the books that got the most comments were my Lord of the Rings set that I found at a library sale, and then I also found a matching copy of The Hobbit at Goodwill, all in the same month. And such a great find. I was so happy to find these. I got these for 50 cents each. And then I think I paid $3 for this one. So this was more, but these at the library sale were 50 cents each. Can you believe that? I can't even believe that. So I was happy to pay the $3 for The Hobbit to get the matching set, and definitely a book series that I would like to read at some point in my life. Not quite sure when that's going to happen, but I definitely want to. And then for the month of July, there were 2 books that got a lot of mentions that I was surprised about. The first one is The Doll Factory, and this is by Elizabeth McNeil. This just came out this month, August 13th, so this is a brand new release. I did get an ARC of it, and it's something that a lot of you guys have said that some of you had read early as well, and you really, really loved it, or that you were very excited to read it as well because you knew it was coming out. And so that was very encouraging to hear that a lot of you guys have actually already read and loved this book. It definitely makes me want to pick it up sooner. And then the last one is Wilder Girls by Rory Power, which doesn't surprise me. This is something that has been getting a lot of buzz lately. It just came out recently as well, and a lot of people have been reading and absolutely loving it. And so when a lot of you guys were reacting to this one saying either you really loved it or you want to read it, it wasn't super surprising, and I'm excited to pick it up. Okay, so those are some of the books that I have hauled for 2019 that has gotten the most reactions out of you. All right, now I want you guys to pick a book for me to read of that stack. Now, here's how I picked the ones that I'm gonna put on a poll. I'm only gonna do 5. That's actually that's the highest number on a poll I can do, number 1. But number 2, I'm not ready to start Lord of the Rings. I'm not ready for Memoirs of a Geisha. And then the other 2 I have either already read or I'm currently reading. So that leaves 5 that I have not read yet. And I'm going to let you guys vote. And whichever book gets the most votes, I'm going to put on my September TBR. And I'm going to read one of them. So first one will be The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. Number 2 will be Wilder Girls by Rory Power. Number 3, A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Toll. Number 4, The Doll Factory by Elizabeth McNeil. And number 5, 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. So I have a poll up here. Go ahead and vote. And when I do my September TBR, I will check out that poll and I will see which one of these books is going to go on my September TBR, and I will read it in the month of September. So go ahead and let me know what it is you want me to read, and that'll be fun. Okay, so let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a good day. Bye.